Hello there folks, my name is Declan. For the past 5 years I've been living on this boat with my family, and today you're watching the Kiwi Boys. Today I'm going to give you guys a little tour of this boat that is our home, the 2004 43-foot Fountaine Pajot Belize. I think since we're here, we'll start off with my room. This is my bed. Don't mind the guitar, I was just playing that before picking up the camera. This is where I have slept for the past 5 years, on and off a little bit. We've taken the odd camping trip inland, but other than that, this has been my room and my bed and my area. On our boat there are 4 cabins and 4 beds, but you can actually change that and give yourself 6 beds. There's a small V berth up in front of my room, and it's the same on the other side, where you can either choose to have that as storage or choose to have that as another bed. At the moment we've got it as storage. When we first moved onto this boat, that tiny little bed up there was my younger brother Ivan's. He used to sleep up there through all sorts of conditions, rough, calm, whatever in between, he was up there. That was his room. But now, as you can see, that thing is chock-a-block full of stuff. There are 4 kites, 4 kite boards, 3 spinnakers, an inflatable paddleboard, and a surfboard, along with other little miscellaneous bits and pieces. But yeah, that thing can actually take up a lot of storage, and it is being used to its full capacity. Okay, let's hop out of my room and go upstairs. We are now in the cockpit. On this side, we have the table and chairs for socializing, and on the other side is the very serious helm section for navigating and sailing the boat. So over here at the helm, we have got a very uncomfortable helm chair that'll give you paralysis if you sit in it for too long. It's not very comfy. Of course, to go along with that, we have our actual steering wheel, we have our auto helm, our engine temperature readers, the engines are off at the moment, our trusty compass, our wind and depth readers, and also our engine displays. Usually on a boat you'll see that they have a chart plotter built into their system. That's not quite the case on our boat. It's a slightly older boat and our chart plotter's pretty busted at the moment. Ever since we got the boat, we've just used iPads, and a lot of boats do this as well. They just use iPads, they'll have a sailing navigation app on there. We use Navionics. It's a little temperamental at times, but yeah, no, it's gotten us a quarter of the way around the world, so that's saying something. Another aspect about our boat that you'll see is different with this cockpit as a whole is that it's in a bit of a bowl kind of shape. You have to step down to get into the cockpit, whereas most modern catamarans, it's all level. The deck is level and it goes level straight into the cockpit. This design is quite popular for families, as we are, and I think Mum and Dad bought it because it is so safe for kids. You'd have to be super unlucky to lose your kid out of the cockpit. It would really only happen if the boat was capsizing, to be honest, I think. It was very popular with families with little kids, as we were when my parents bought the boat. Now let me show you outside. We're sailing at the moment. So out on deck we have a solar panel mounted to the bimini, which is the top of the cockpit, the roof of the cockpit. Then we have all this deck space for activities. And then coming further around, we have our trampoline just down here, and an anchor locker which holds our windlass, our ropes, our fenders, all that stuff that you need outside that doesn't need to be stored in a very secure place. And there you go, you just got a demonstration of what we use the anchor locker for and what the windlass does. So now we're inside. This area of the boat is called the Saloon. Behind me here is our door. We have a nice big heavy door that's actually kind of soundproof, which is a little bit dangerous to have on a boat. Now over here is the galley. This is where we do all our cooking, all our cleaning, just anything to do with food. We have a nice big freezer over here. It goes down about 1 meter. Fairly big freezer for a boat, I think. Under here we have all our sauces and whatever. We have a fridge down here, which is always full of stuff. We just have a little gas oven down here and also gas cooktop. Everything on the boat is gas for cooking. Over here we've got some cupboards for storage, food. These are our herbs and spices and dishes. We've got our cups and glasses over there, cutlery in here. It's actually laid out very well. I think Fountaine Pajot did a pretty good job with this boat. The only little pet peeve of mine that I have is this sloped ceiling. Like, if I try to walk into the kitchen, I can't stand up straight. So now, if we take a little stroll from the galley all the way around to the living area, this is where we spend most of our time sitting around our nice big avocado-shaped table. Eating, hanging out, playing cards, watching TV. This is just where we kind of chill. Underneath all these seats here, it's just hollow for storing all your food or whatever other knickknacks you might have. Alright, Ivan, now show us your side.
Come with me. Mind your step. Mind your step again. So here we have the man cave. Well renowned for being the most comfortable and luxurious room in the whole boat. We have, of course, the fragrance section so that we can always smell fresh, even though half the time I don't smell fresh. An empty lens package. We come to an empty drone box. Everything isn't actually in the boxes. I need to get rid of them, but I don't know what to do with them at the moment. Moving on, we have a beautiful array of prime. And then we have, this is my beast, this is my baby. We got a 70 to 300 mil Giga lens, slaps pretty hard. We have a Nautilus shell.
That you stole from me. I found that thing and he stole it from me.
You know, this isn't mine actually.
Yeah, I have the one that you found and you have the one that I found.
Yeah, I only took it out of your room momentarily because I wanted to take a photo of it, and then I just never gave it back. So, and then we have a painting that I didn't do, and I'm gonna put it up on my wall soon, hopefully. I've got parts for a scooter. This is a brand new deck, actually, has never been used. It's a little worn there, but you know, brand spanking new. And then we have these are actually very, this has meaning. These were the first bars that I ever broke. I snapped them there, clean off, there it is. So, little trophy for me. We have my sleeping companion, the Pink Panther. I got it back in Whangarei in New Zealand, in a place called Flip Out. It's like it's a trampoline park. Got that probably what, 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, it's 5 years ago.
Still got it. Yeah, no, it would be more than that. I got it in like 2017, I think. Bit of a gem here, so good luck charm, and that's my room.
What about up in front? We don't talk about that? Alright, now as I transfer back over to the other hull, I'd like you guys to keep in mind that these two hulls are near identical in their layout and their design. Now this brings me to the very stern and the last cabin of our boat, the master cabin. This cabin right here belongs to our older brother Finn, and when he's not here, it just becomes kind of a guest room. This cabin in particular is quite important because if you come with me and look under the bed here, this little gizmo down here is what controls our auto helm. It acts as the compass and tells the system that runs the auto helm to control our rudders, it tells it which way it needs to go. That little piece of equipment underneath the boat is very important, and it is also very fragile in the way that if you put anything metal next to it, it'll throw off the compass, and that's happened before. We've been sailing along on the auto helm and it just is going all over the place and we couldn't figure it out for like ages. Eventually we figured out there was a piece of metal, I can't remember what it was, but it was under the bed near that thing. It was throwing it off big time, so very important but a little bit finicky. Anyway, let's come out of Finn's room now and look at the last spot on the boat, the bathroom. Hello. Okay, so this bathroom is pretty standard. It's got the toilet, the sink, just what else do you really need, to be honest. It does have one little quirk in that the faucet head on this sink can actually be pulled out and used as a handheld shower. It's a bit of a luxury to have a shower on a boat. Once you're done showering, there's a drain in the floor and a button on the wall. You just press that button and the water gets drained out. It's super easy. And just like that, we're at the end of the boat tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like to see some earlier adventures that we've had on this boat, go check out the Cruising Kiwis. It's our family's YouTube channel. I'll leave a link for you guys to find. See you later.